Hello, Seiiti Arata. Urgency is your problem. You know, all the good things that you would like to do, really important things that will make a difference in your life, but that you don't do due to having some emergency to solve first. Well, these emergencies are a large problem. Don't be dependent on just motivation to do what is really important. Because if you're like the majority of people, you only do what is truly important when you are motivated. However, you have to know that every year has two phases. There is the beginning of the year in which we are really enthusiastic and we are actually able to achieve a lot of things. We exercise and we study and we spend quality time with the people who are close to us, and we dedicate ourselves to all types of things, to spiritual activities, to our communities, quality times with the people we love. And then suddenly, when the month of March comes, we go back to our old habits. We have a sedentary life, we end up smoking again, we eat poorly, we abandon our studies and all our New Year resolutions. Why does that happen? It is that enthusiasm is something fleeting. Motivation rises and falls, and some moments we have it, and in others we don't. Enthusiasm is not the type of source of energy that we can rely on with certainty and consistency. So, after the enthusiasm of the new year has ended, we have the second phase, which actually is the real phase, the real life, and that's the moment where emergencies can hold up our lives. To deal with emergencies, we need clarity. Be clear on what you want to do with your life. So let's complete a basic activity here. Ask yourself, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to reach a level of financial abundance? Do you want to have your own business or be promoted in your job? Or maybe it's something personal. You want to reconnect with some important person in your family, some friendship or a great love. Maybe you want to get in shape, learn something new, contribute to your community, dedicate yourself to leisure, to art, to religion, to philanthropy, maybe volunteering. Doing something that allows you to connect and feel that you're part of something bigger, make a difference. For any one of these choices, you need to leave your current state and start to move toward the desired direction. Because this is not something that you're going to do in one single day. You need to be consistent. You need to dedicate yourself over many days throughout the year. And in this journey, you will certainly find allies, resources that will help you, and you also encounter obstacles and difficulties and people that will make you deviate from your course. The biggest problem is when you realize that you start to fail in your master plan, and this can also have an impact in other areas. Just for example, imagine the case of a person who has had a massive disappointment, like a romantic disappointment, and that personal dissatisfaction causes them to get really sad, maybe even affecting the performance at work, perhaps resulting in the loss of her job. And there is also the type of success that hinders us. It is, for example, the case of a person who gets a promotion at work, however, at a very large cost. That person becomes very worried about her new responsibilities, becomes overworked, becomes stressed, and this affects the relationship with her family, or taking care of her own body, getting out of shape, maybe even suffering from some type of an illness that could have been avoided. Be careful with the illusion of thinking that problems are temporary. It is important to respect the problems that we have. Because disrespecting a problem is pretending that the problem does not exist. Respecting a problem means paying attention. The word respect comes from Latin, respectus, to look again, to observe attentively. Because of this, dedicate some time now observing the problems in your life at this very moment. Pause the video, because everybody has a problem at any given moment of life. So pause the video now, identify which are the main problems, the obstacles, the challenges, the emergencies that you have today. Do it now. Did you identify them? Now, we're going to go deeper in this process of understanding, of comprehension. My question is, What are these problems telling you? Why do these problems arise? What is that happened so that this problem to be here? What did not happen that caused this problem to get bigger? What are the other dimensions of your life that were not looked after over the past few years? And all these ended up becoming a problem or some type of an urgency. The illusion that we create is when we tell ourselves that, oh yeah, this problem is kind of a temporary thing. This is an urgency. It's also temporary. I'm just going to handle that. And then after that, everything is going to be really good. Because, come on, we all know the truth. After solving this urgency, we will have another urgency. We're going to have another fire to put out. So there is no such thing as an ideal moment that we're going to finally arrive at, a moment that we're going to be free of any types of urgencies or problems to resolve. Life is never going to become calm enough so that we can finally do the things that are truly important. There's always going to be some type of an excuse to leave to later the things that are really important. Because of that, in a course, Better New Year, you will have access to a complete plan to have the best year of your life. Why do we talk about complete planning? It is because we need to have balance in every area of our lives. It is necessary to handle the financial part, health, relationships, love, career, because all these dimensions are related. In leaving out even one important dimension of life, there is a risk of a crisis happening, and then a chain reaction beginning, causing us to feel lost. And the opposite is also true, because when all areas are firm, and you have money in your pocket, and you have good health and good relationships, doing work that really matters, all that makes us feel part of something bigger. What happens in that case? Well, all our activities end up flowing better, with quality, with concentration, with organization, with happiness. Everything starts on the level of beliefs. Because if you believe that you will not have results, you're not going to act. And then obviously you will not have results, confirming your initial belief that nothing ever goes right for you. However, if you believe that you can have results, then you will implement actions. And from your actions, two things can happen. You either get the desired result very soon on the first try, which is quite uncommon, but it can happen, or you're gonna have an undesirable result. Now, pay attention. If your mindset is that of a person who gives up easily, then you're gonna use this undesired result as an excuse to stop trying, to stop improving. Because of that, the Better New Year course will give you intelligent plans to neutralize that risk. Now, if your mindset is already the mindset of growth, of continued improvement, you're going to use these undesired results as a way of learning so that your next try is going to become even better. And then you can continue to perfect your abilities, to accumulate more resources, to find better techniques, more people to support you. And all of that will help you to continue implementing new actions that is going to feed you with new discoveries, and then you finally achieve the desired results. This whole process needs to be aligned in a coherent way with every dimension, so you don't have conflicts between different areas of your life. Because of that, the course Better New Year will handle all these different points, so you're gonna have an intelligent planning, a good strategy, and also we're gonna have specific classes on wealth, love, and health. Because of that, you can go to arata.se/Better New Year, and then I'll see you there.